Hey guys, so tonight we should be playing some duo matches, and I'll give you guys some tips and tricks as they come along. Alrighty. Alright, so we're gonna run some duo matches and domination tonight. Alright, get this underway. So typically for domination, I prefer to use robots that have a little bit more durability to them, not necessarily speed robots, because there's not as much hurry to really capture the center beacon or anything like that. I want my robots to be able to withstand a shell attack, or Fenrir, or whoever it is, Phantom. And the easiest way to do that is just use robots that have higher durability to them. Wow. So that guy's overload actually killed that Ravana, or Griffin, whatever that was. Jeez. So this guy, he's probably close to maxed out. AB is like Army Brawler or something like that. Or Alpha Bots. Just depends what platform you're on. So go ahead and switch robots. Have to start defending our side beacon. So like at this moment in time, center's not a huge priority. Try and shoot a little bit in front of him, predict where he's gonna go. That way more of the shots land with your flame weapons. It's a lot easier said than done. But you can usually predict they're gonna go back and forth because they're trying to do exactly what I said. Make you miss with the flame weapons, so you can usually have a pretty good guess as to where they're gonna go. So normally I don't condone going to the home beacon, but it's pretty well unguarded right now. And I'm gonna get probably 2 easy kills out of it. So this could be quite fruitful. If he doesn't kill me first. Come on, module. Yeah. So this guy is taking a huge amount of damage. As you can in a tier, it doesn't surprise me. Tier is probably one of my favorite robots, like, if not my favorite. Good for attacking and defending. Okay, so there's two of these alpha bot guys. That makes more sense. It's like, man, he's getting around really fast. So there's a Natasha. You don't usually see those in high champion gameplay. Slim Pickens guy said, "You're on your own, bro." So do a little dance there, confuse them as to which way I'm gonna go. Anything that lets them miss more of their shots. I realize that a lot of people really have trouble with flame weapons as far as landing their shots. Can probably do some good damage to this guy. So I'm gonna drop my Nodens just so I can try and heal up some of my team too. That was an instance where I pressed the heal button again too soon. I wasted that charge. So I was trying to suppress them so that these guys, when they're closing in, they don't kill all my allies. Nice. Very nice. Didn't get that many beacons, but it's alright sometimes. Matchmaking times are a lot better than they were last night. Pretty happy about that. I enjoy using speed modules, or not speed module, the speed booster. Just allows you to get a little leg up on all the other beacon bots. So I'm not too sure why that leech guy leeched me. Doesn't seem like he's taken any damage so far. So because I know that he used his ability, I can pretty much charge in and not have to worry too much about him doing anything to me. Luckily my teammate's not too accurate with those. One of the instances where it benefits you to have teammates that miss a little bit, refuse to lose. It's a good mindset. This guy's doing quite a bit of damage. Just focus, dude. Get the guy behind you. That just shows you how good the Typhoon is at brawling. Heal this guy up a little bit. Oh, it's the Slim Pickens guy again. I think that's a blitz. It is a blitz. Being able to recognize what the enemy robots are before they're able to hit you is extremely valuable. Highly recommend taking a look at the robots that are in the game and then see some of the ones that you might encounter in the leagues that you're playing in. So that Death Row 2 guy, gotta watch out for his ability. Yeah, it's hard to deal against two Fenrir's. Mine's only level 10. But either way, the shell is just getting roasted. So I'm like guessing right now because the game lags, so. So just roast up this Demeter right here. Ignore the Mings, we can't really do anything to them. We're just keeping their beacon. 4 or 5 guys are focused on us right now. They have to. We're literally at their side beacon. It just takes so long to kill 2 Fenrir's. Mine isn't maxed, it's only level 10. That doesn't make it any easier. It just takes a while. And we just stand on here, take the beacon bar down as low as we can. I could have dropped my Titan, but I really want to put a hurt on these Mings. And I just got my Hawk recently, like when it came out, for workshop production. I hadn't had one through any of the events or anything, but finally built one, and then I'm still trying to get the hang of it and have some fun with it like everybody else had with me. It's a very useful bot when you're able to play it right. Right now I just use this cover to my advantage. Don't want to get hit too much so that when I pop back out I'm still able to take a bit of damage. So I had to pop up. Hopefully it'll be enough to hit this guy and take him out. Nope. Not too bad though. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that for sure. So I'm gonna hit that guy so that he has less of an impact on the guy in center. It's a shell, dude. Just kill him. I'm not sure why the Arthur's retreating from a shell. I think, yeah, this is a Minos over here, so he can actually do quite a bit of damage really quickly. Doesn't appear that he's using squalls, but it's still gotta take him seriously. So I'm trying to keep this Arthur alive. Doesn't look like that's gonna happen. My teammates over there pushing that side, keeping the Mings out of the air, all the Titans back. That's what we need. Game lag. So it looks pretty promising for us. Try and grab a beacon here. Suppress these guys before they're just going for the beacon. Smart idea. Ooh. That was a nice little, like, 600k damage. Godlike. It's probably like one of my favorite things for them to say. It's just, that sounds cool. Wow, a lot of damage. Very solid game. Oops, caps. Wow, these wait times are very nice. Doesn't seem like we have much support on this side. That's always just something to consider, is that when you push a beacon, you want to really be able to defend it as well. To just run in, grab a beacon, and then die, I mean, it gives you a beacon, I guess, for your stats, but it doesn't help your team out at all. And then if you mech out before the game's over, then all you did was hurt your team. So that's something that I see a lot, is that players just, especially in Beacon Rush and some other game modes, they just die unnecessarily, with absolutely no hope of holding it or really gaining anything from it either. So that's one of the things that really helped me is just take a breath and, is this beacon worth defending? Do I have any support for my team? Are they all off on the other side of the map? Maybe I should just wait and trap for somebody to come through. See, like right now, it's like 3 or 4 versus 1, or however many people are here. But we've lost all of our beacons on our side. So this is doing absolutely nothing for us as a team. And yeah, I'm also in their spawn, so I'm not pointing any blame at anybody. Just a observation as something that you generally shouldn't do. A lot of times your team will end up, if you take the lead or whatever and start going over there, they'll end up almost meching just because they get that mentality of rush, rush, rush. Like, there's still 3 guys in their spawn, so something to keep in mind. Do as I say, not as I do. Huh. Game's lagging a little bit tonight. Last night it was too, but well, try and have my clips run out at the same time. Just so that, like, I know that some people are a fan of like cycling or whatever, but I want them to run out at the same time. That way I hit them as hard as I can all at once. And in my opinion, that's the best thing to do. I don't know why that guy didn't take flight. So this guy is gonna probably roast me up pretty good. Luckily I had some help. Yeah. Kid is a very good Titan. Don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise. Like, if I was just starting out, I might invest in the Kid. See, I really just want to get him frozen before he can get to that beacon. Just one of the things that you're able to do to kind of like annoy players. Kind of breaks their concentration and their flow a little bit. Getting locked down or suppressed. Most players really don't like it. So, I don't know why I refuse to lose. Won't hit. I guess it's a low key. So I have that guy allowing me to hit that low key because they're at relatively the same height. It's one of my favorite things to do. So like I'm probably gonna go for one of these Nodens next. This guy. So if we can't annoy that guy a little bit. Give Major Payne some pain. Oh no. What the heck's going on? Capture the beacon, bro. So I don't know if Refuse to Lose at this point is doing that on intentionally. I guess go back and review the footage, but when you see players just not capturing a beacon when they're right in front of it, it's usually what tankers do, or people that are just trying to ruin the game for others. So Arthur's doing a good job keeping me back, keeping us back. This Mech Life Shatter guy goes in then. All those cataclysms absolutely shred everything. It's pretty cool. Really just trying to guess where those players are. The lag will definitely improve your guessing. What the heck, guys? Always refuse to lose. That's frustrating. Wow. That's insanely high powered. Good job, dude. 9 beacons, you won the game for your team. Did a good amount of damage. They outplayed us. Good quality game. And that brings me to another tip, is to always just try and keep an eye on the beacon bar. Usually the game comes down to some decisions. And whether they're the right decisions or wrong decisions, they still play a big part in the game. So deciding to grab a beacon or not grab a beacon, or just being stuck with your head not on a swivel, then there's a chance that sometimes people contribute to a win or a loss, depending on whatever they're doing right or wrong. So I want to try and heal that Hellburner guy so I can have some support down here. Very nice. Heal Fenrir. I think that's a Blitz. Looks like there's a Scorpion down below too. Just pop back up. So now I know that he's not going to come up behind me for another couple seconds at least. So like now we're in the same situation as last time, except last game the red team wasn't quite, it was doing a lot better than this. It wasn't quite stuck in its own spawn. So in my opinion, the Ares here just used his ability way too early. It's basically like a sitting duck. And now I'm here to defend our home beacon. They also captured our side A beacon. That's just what happens when everybody is in their spawn. Again, I let it, so. Oh, I was wrong. We had our side beacon. Cool. Robots must have defended it. But yeah, I kind of led them all over there. Not the best decision. Sometimes I like to sacrifice myself and sort of take on multiple people at a time in an effort to make it easier for my team. So I'm like waiting for the Cyber Doll. Just killed my teammate there. I'm guessing that he was waiting for his ability to reload. He's about to jump behind me. But doing this right now should hopefully allow my team to help clear off the bridge. I'm gonna try and hold here as long as I can. Allow my team to get in place, take care of the people that are on the bridge. I don't really like to drop my Titan this early, but just trying to give him some support there. Come on, go back to him. So this guy won't be able to do much damage to me with those Terrans. So we're gonna go over here now. Try and make these guys squirm around underneath the bridge a little bit so they don't get comfortable there. See, I don't like that either. I was targeting the AJ, and then because the other guy went in front of the Hawk, it targets him instead. It's just annoying. So hopefully robots can go over here to the right. Go kill that guy. Trying to keep this guy off our home beacon right now. I'm trying to empty my clip, but I also don't want to be caught without any. 2, 1. So I'm betting that I'll be able to hit this Ming before he's able to retreat out of range. And that's what makes that gamble worth it, just to be able to take out a Titan. I've done my part. Anything else is just extra. If everybody just takes out one, then that's all you need. So hopefully those guys are able to go over there. This guy's probably doing the Icarus task. Very nice. I think I actually managed to, yep. 2, 1. So like that guy got greedy. That's all I would call that. It was literally just greedy. He could have taken off earlier and not gotten killed. But he just wanted extra damage. Can't really blame him. So I know that this guy wants to grab center really bad. So I'm gonna meet him right here. Those guys always getting all those kills, huh? So at this point, I'm not really worried about capturing a beacon. I'm just trying to get some damage in on him before the game's over. Very solid. A good game. No tankers, just solid. Those are the games that I like. I'll show you guys my hangar. Can't really pay attention to my stats because I'll leave most of the full squad games if I'm not in a full squad, or I don't have decent teammates, just because I don't enjoy it. And yeah, I'm not going to put up with that and waste my time. No excuse. Pixonic can fix their matchmaking if they don't want me to leave. I don't really care. Yeah, so my Nodens isn't maxed out at all. My weapons today, I just bumped these 2 retaliators from 16 to 20. I'll get an operations pass every once in a while, or sometimes get premium or something, but I don't really spend on this game too much. See if he wants to play another round. Yo, what up, K-Fed? How's it going, man? We're just hanging out here. So we'll run another set real quick. I'm doing pretty well, man. Glad to hear that you're doing great. Had some spicy chicken lettuce wraps for dinner, and now just chilling, playing some games. It's definitely a lot nicer running with a teammate than running solo. A lot of the times the quality of your teammates just isn't that great. Oh, there's Kill 'Em All. G-Man. What you doing, man? Watch, she's gonna kill me in his Orochi. It's really hard to lock on them when they're invisible for so long. And I think that there's a pilot skill, like Clever Survivor or something, that gives you um, another ability after you reach 50% health. It's an extremely useful skill in my opinion on all the robots that it's on. I think Blitz and Pursuer, or Death Survivor, yeah. Blitz, Pursuer, Ravana. I think Haichi also has it, the dash robots, but that's not as much use in my opinion. The extra ability charge to re-engage an overpowered ability is extremely useful. Like 2 Blitz abilities in a row is very strong. You gotta use caution when playing against a Blitz. They're so quick and they can do a lot of damage. Alright, Mr. Ivana. I'll give you some attention, Sasha. Melt him down a little bit. He's just eating away my health. Weed on weed violence. I always target people that I know pretty hard. Just saying hi. So like, there's 4 people in our spawn right now. And this Ming's gonna hurt. Yep. Mings. Get your kill, bro. Probably need this guy, to be honest, just to push him back. And robots, you gotta... We're playing against Kill 'Em All right now. Can't... He pushes extremely hard. Come on. So like, one of the things to keep in mind is when you have a teammate behind you that's trying to assist you with something, try and move out of the way to like the side so that the teammate can sort of get some damage in. Because like, even if that guy is like empty on shots or whatever, I can still do quite a bit of damage for him, so that kills the enemy, so that that guy doesn't take any unnecessary damage. Because as much as people like to think, as much as people like to think, you know, oh, he's taking my damage or something, it's like, nah, if you were able to kill him, then that's for you. But if you don't kill him fast enough, he's a danger to all of us. So like kill stealing is annoying. I don't condone kill stealing, but if you're just trying to kill somebody because they're doing a lot of damage to your teammate or you, totally condone that. It's part of the game. So that Jeff guy is just whittling us down. Frustrating. I think that I'm gonna be able to catch Jeff off guard here, thankfully. Wow, that was a very useful drone skill to have. That shield. Wow. At least something for that. I don't think that robots is gonna mech. So now I'm gonna stand down here. Keep this little annoying guy at my level. Also gonna work on shooting him. You got a good team, man. They're protecting you really well. Just not well enough. So this guy's gonna get the kill on me. This is a fun match, though. Oh, wow. This guy. If you want to ever know whether or not you piss somebody off, do they fly across the map to kill you? It's a good way to figure that out. I mean, he almost got me. Uh-oh. Well played, bro. Well played. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, the way that I tell whether or not Blitz is in its ability is you shoot it and nothing happens. That's the easiest way to tell. And their ability lasts like 10 seconds or something like that, so it's a decent. And then like another ability charge, and it's like 20 seconds of invulnerability. Oh, look at that, we had a tanker. Come on, dude. 2 tankers. Look at that. Jaeger Nation, bro. almost expect better from them. Share that one later. Apparently Pixonic's doing something about tankers now. I don't know. They said that now they're issuing warnings to people that have too many strikes against them or something, but a warning after like 2 or 3 months of tanking, like, who cares? LPQ is easy to get out of with a teammate. When they start banning accounts for stuff like that, that's when people will stop tanking, for real. But the people probably spend money, so they're like, we can't ban the people that are spending money on our game. Vicious cycle. Tanking should just like go against the terms of service. Should be something like, if you're in a match, like if you haven't left in the first 45 seconds of the game and you didn't do any damage before that or anything, after that you have to be active at least like half the time, because maybe you mech'd and were super careless. But I'd rather somebody being careless than just see, it's just so easy to predict when the Scorpion's gonna jump. He's going right back. Almost got the lock. Now chase him down. And the good thing is that now if he jumps behind me again, he's already used up all his cryo weapons. Like, he should stay in there, because he'll have resistance at least in that mode. These robots look like some fun, for sure. I'm finally starting to get the hang of the keyboard. I usually play on my phone. I'm on Android. I guess I'm still on Android server, but or still on Android platform. Just jeez, guys. One at a time. I'm gonna be like Kip from Napoleon Dynamite, like, ow, jeez, that really hurt. Napoleon puts him in a headlock. Kill. Get this Typhoon out of the way, hopefully. Maybe I can roast this Arthur and show you guys the power of Flame Fenrir. I have a maxed Ember, one maxed Igniter, and then a level 4 MK2 Igniter. So it does alright damage for sure. So if I'm able to... but we have a 5 cap right now. So hopefully I can come back and get some really good damage in on this guy. It's like free damage right there. Suppress that guy. He's getting hit from all sides. His shield will probably break pretty soon. Try and give our guy some heals over there. Man, he just got really far away from me. Man, once these retaliators are maxed one day, I feel like that's gonna do a ton of damage. I can't heal you because there's somebody between us. And he literally won't move out of the way. I almost would say it's like intentional, but he seems pretty oblivious. I'm not sure what he was doing. That Sharinga ability is really fun. It looks like just make the person like obsolete for like 10 seconds or something. That's Nightingale's most useful quality right there. His ability to just suppress me and go off and capture that B beacon. No, come on. Oh, nice. I don't know if he did that on purpose or it was just coincidental, but him hitting that lip before he went up allows him to stay over the beacons that he can hold it, which is a pretty pro move. That is, if he intentionally did it. And he'll probably survive for another time. There we go. Thanks for the help. So, like, I really don't want to go too far from this beacon. Because it looks like another guy's coming, like, right back over here. And I'm aware that they need the beacon, so... So it looks like that guy's gonna stay out of my range. They have to drop down. Because they won't drop down, they lost the game. Thanks. It's nice when, like, the Reds hand you the victory. Alright, MJ. Good luck to you, sir. Did some good damage there. That was a nice one. Tanking as in, like, intentionally just losing a match. The other tank of absorbing damage is quite useful to have somebody like that on your team. Yeah, when I'm talking about tankers, it's people who are intentionally ruining the gameplay for others. There's MJ. Let him capture that beacon before we kill him. Whew, there's some decent lag right now. So he's in his invader. He's about to jump into center, which is interesting. Usually I like to fight invaders, but his is extremely beefy. Like usually invaders are like silver farm, or they used to be. They're like a damage farm now. But not when they're like that. Just gotta use a little bit more caution. Get him on the lock. Roast him for a bit. Flames are pretty good at deterring players. They just do so much damage. The red team's doing a good job. Like MJ's doing a really good job standing on the center beacon there, preventing our team from grabbing it. Can't just run in because you'll get met with an invader. Whoa. So, okay, that's a friendly scorpion. Couldn't really tell. Yeah, that was pretty intense exchange. It's a pretty even match right now. Although they're pushing up really hard on the left side, my team is. And that's really what you want in a team, is being able to go where you're not at. Because if we can hold center and they're holding the left side, they'd have to walk all the way to our spawn in order to get a beacon. It's just logistics. That's like why full squads, it's really hard to beat them if they're like coordinated in any sort of way. It's just like if they have a couple tanks standing on a beacon, nobody's gonna turn it, like, unless you make a counter push. And that's just hard when people are maxed out. And, yeah. So like right now we've broken our formation. Started to lose our side beacon. Man. So I don't. Nice Nodens. Man, these new exploding incinerator weapons do ridiculous damage. Like, he's just eating through all my resistance right there. Let's see. Go with, oh no. Might have taken a minute too long to decide there. Whoa. So these guys are pushing really hard with their Titans right now. Holy cow. Alright, dude, gotta get back, man. Gotta get back. Really trying to heal my other teammates there. Oh no. Oh no. Well played. So it looks like our team's actually starting to mech out, um, which is not good. Not good at all. Wow. These guys very well might win. Oh no, get down. What a silly mistake I made. I didn't land behind cover. I don't even know what to do right now. Gotta try something. So like, alternatively, MJ's doing a really good job chilling on our side beacon. Like I said before, it's just sheer logistics. If a bunch of tanks are standing on one beacon, there's just no hope that you can do anything to that beacon. Well played, bro. Well played. I don't know what happened to this guy. I don't know. He should have done a bit better than that, in my opinion. Oh, man. A certain level to choose your game mode, possibly. Back when I first started the game, like 6 years ago, um, there was, I think, only domination. Then they made Beacon Rush, and then like Team Deathmatch and the whatever that one Rush game was, that everybody really disliked. I forgot the name of it. It's like, it's on the tip of my tongue. King of the Hill or something like that. But yeah, you might have to get to like level 10 or 15 or something, um, in order to choose your own game mode. Personally, unless you have pretty good setup, uh, domination's sort of the easiest. Team Deathmatch used to give you pretty good silver. I'm not sure recently. I haven't really played that in a long time. I get quite bored of everybody just sort of facing off, hiding behind stuff, and then Scorpions picking everybody off, or Hawks just waiting for their ability just to recharge for 10 minutes. Um, I like the beacons because it forces people to move. Like, they can chill there just camping, and like farming damage or whatever, but they're not going to win the game like that. So, sort of a trade-off. So I'm not going to survive this. I think he's going to center. Should be able to handle it. Go over here, try and get this shell off of our beacon. Some nice damage. Wow. That's a pretty good module, or drone. Drone chips to just like keep healing like that. Must be a Nebula drone. It's literally the best drone in the game right now. For any tank bot, at least. Like, high HP robot. Like Fenrir, or Tyr, or Invader. One of the reasons why I like Mechanic on robots is for high health robots like this, I think that I heal like several thousand per second. So I'm hoping that this guy doesn't notice. Oh. I was hoping he didn't notice me. Very nice. I would bring that out usually to deal with that Ming, but I don't think that it's necessary at this point in time. This is where experience comes in, but just judging by his name, like, he's not in any clan that I've ever seen. I don't know his name or anything, so it might not be maxed out, and I'm not sure how good he is with it. I actually don't really know any of these guys' clan tags. I've seen the LSA clan tag before, but it's an interesting match of players. So it seems like he's doing a pretty good job, actually, of staying at range. Could have a hard time closing in on him. Oh no. Oh no. I'm not in a good spot at all right now. That Arthur did a good job. Luckily my team helped me out. So like robots should be focusing on the Ming instead of this guy. Because like his cataclysms, it makes the Ming have to do something about it. The Ming can't just stand there and take the damage from it. Oh no. Get him off me, dude. Yeah, so all he has to do is just keep advancing and that guy will be toast. Oh, he just decided suicide off the map. And he got the kill. Good job. I was a little bit careless there, but honestly, we need a beacon. So sometimes you have to sacrifice a robot. I'm guessing that this guy is a Nodens. Oh no. This guy was paying attention. So it's always a bit harder when the players on the red team are paying attention. No, 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 no. Oh no. Outplayed me. A lot of times they're not paying attention, so you can get away with being a little bit more reckless. I'm gonna make you pay. This guy's taking quite a bit of damage right now. There's not too much that he can do about it. So, like, again, it seems more like my team is completely mech'd out, like 2 minutes to go. So that guy hit really hard. Probably won the match for them. Nice. It's still a good game. Some decent level stuff. I mean, he's not that much out of his league. Very solid. And that's what I'm working with for anybody who wasn't here earlier when I showed you guys. Hopefully I'll be able to level her up maybe in a week or so once I save up enough gold. $28 out of 40 now. Slowly but surely. So if you guys don't spend money on the game, then they try and entice you with bigger and bigger sums of gold when you do make a payment. It's like you could make $1 payment and buy 500 gold or 1,000 gold or whatever they offer you, and then you get another 500 gold for free. And I think that it'll pop up if you do it again. I'm not really sure. So 12 more kills with either Haichi or Imperial Hades. You know what faction they're in. I guess they call them corporations in the game, but they're factions, and so that's Icarus. A lot of my favorite robots are Evo Life, Typhoon, Fenrir, Tyr, Hades is Icarus. Hades is probably the best overall robot for both attack and defense. Like, if I was starting out now, I would probably go for 2 or 3 of these guys. Probably a healing robot, and then maybe a beacon capper or something. Or a tank. So I'm trying to debate what to spend my points on here. This is my layout for my node-ins. I don't really recommend putting any points into the engine until it's quite a higher level. Because the speed, I mean, you don't gain that much speed by leveling that up. The extra defense points are really nice when you're facing just regular robots. I might save my points, try to upgrade this in the next 2 or 3 days before the overdrive is over. Usually I'd say max out your modules first for your Titan, as you can transfer them. But I'm not sure if I like the plated armor. I'd almost rather get a self-fix unit, but I'm not really sure yet, so we'll leave that for right now. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break and grab some more water, and then I will be down to stream some more games. Alrighty. We are back. Oh, you have a self-fix unit and it's good? Nice. Yeah, I've been debating on getting one for a while. Just gotta save up like 600 platinum and then spend another 1,000 platinum to upgrade it. So, it will be something that I work towards. Hello, level mix J. How do you level up quicker? What level are you? One of the best ways to level up is to put punishers. You're level 12. So you'll level pretty fast until like 15 or 18 or something like that. And then it might take you an hour or two per level after that. When you get closer to 30, it'll take a little bit longer, but just play like either Beacon Rush or Domination. Leveling up quicker is cool because you unlock more stuff, but you have to keep in mind that as you level up, people will also be a higher level, so you don't want to level like too fast, if that makes sense. But if you want to level faster, just play like Beacon Rush or Domination and try and squad with somebody. If if you squad with somebody, typically you win a lot more of the games. So that's like one of my biggest recommendations. And Punishers are, like, in my opinion, the best weapons that you'll have for a while. Punisher and Punisher T. They give you like 500-meter range, and they're really, really effective at like 300, 350 meters and under. They do a ton of damage, and they're also really cheap to level up. Lancelots are good. If you get a pilot, just get the ghost skill for it, and your Lancelot will always move 50% faster. There's also some other like shield skills and that sort of stuff, but Lancelot's a good robot. I have like 2 or 3 of those, I think. They're much better in lower leagues. As you get higher, there's just like certain robots that I wouldn't run. If I was starting out right now, a Falcon is really good. Um, like bots that I think are worth running when you get to Champion League: Typhoon, Blitz, Leech. I mean, Pursuer is even good. Nightingale's good. Ravana's good. Mercury and Bulwark can be good, but I don't know. The meta kind of pushes them out. Carnage is fun in lower leagues, but not very practical in higher leagues. This is the Falcon, what I was talking about. This is like, I recommend this over any other robot for newer players, um, just because it's, one, cheaper to upgrade. Like once you get to MK2, which is this green thing, it's like once you get to 12, You pay 500 gold, and then you get to MK2, and then level from 112 again. It essentially gives you like 2 extra levels for your robot or weapon. But it's like 170 or 190 million silver. So like this one's a little bit cheaper because I think it's 135 million to max it. Like 270 to get it to MK2. But 135, so like usually this would be I think 22.5. So it's 16. It's just a cheaper robot, but you only have to level the robot. And then if you get this traditionalist pilot skill, it makes it so that only one slot becomes available. So like you can't use either of your side slots in your jump ability, but you stay in like I think it's 60% resistance. You stay in that like the entire time, and then you can use your main slot, which is the slot here, and that just lets you sort of level up just one robot and one weapon, and that's, in my opinion, the like cheapest way to advance. Like you can save your silver and gold for other stuff. And where's Punisher? So like if you go to the store, like go to your robot, go to its weapon slot, and then go to store, and Punisher. Punisher T is the medium version. Punisher is the light version. Like, don't waste your time with Spiral or Pin. Magnum is very good. Molot, I wouldn't waste your time with either. Aphid, don't waste your time. Geckos used to be good, don't waste your time now. Pinata's probably one of the worst weapons behind Noricum. Like, I don't ever see Pinatas. Arbalest isn't worth it. Gust is decent. ECU is good, especially if you pair it with the like rampant ECU or night ECU or something. The skill gives you like 30% more durability, so then you're up to like 2 or 300k just on your shield. Sting is a good troll weapon. It's just good for annoying players. Spark is good. I don't know. Volt, I don't really care for. It's good if you have 4 of them and they're like Power Man. If you have the Power Man skill, which makes it recharge like 20% faster. And you pair that with like the Gauss, which is the heavy version. Or maybe 2 volts and 2 Webers would be good on a tier areas or something like that. But I'm not really a fan of them. They ignore all defense, so against a Falcon it would be pretty brutal, or Fenrir. Shredders are good. Quirkers are good. Halos, they used to be good. I wouldn't waste your time with them. Blaze is good. Marquise is good if it's paired with like Dragoons or Hussars, which are the light version. I don't know. They're really expensive, so I wouldn't level them unless you have like a Hawk. And Rhymes are very good. That's my assessment of that. Medium weapons, Punishers. Like Punisher T is very good. It's really cheap. Like 32 million to upgrade it. Molot T, yeah, 4 of them are good on a leech or something like that. Otherwise, I can't really recommend them. Orkans used to be meta. They used to be really good. I don't know. I don't. I rarely see Orkans in high level play anymore. Hydras used to be meta. They used to be very good troll weapons, and then they got like several nerfs. Um, and now they're just not as effective anymore. Columbus used to be meta. Hey, Speedy Alex. Yeah, Columbus used to be meta. Not really useful anymore besides like 4 on a Spectre. I don't know, something like that. Trends, highly recommend. Trends are extremely good. Like, if I was starting out, I would for sure run Trends or Punisher T. Like, those weapons will get you all the way up to Champion League, like, for cheap. Ballista is Natasha. Natasha's pretty good. I still see Natasha's in Champion League. They're also cheap to max out too. They're just really slow. Ballista, I wouldn't recommend. With the Power Man skill, I mean, they'll do decent damage, but there's just not very many instances where you'll ever use them. Again, there's the ECU. Storms are still pretty good. You kind of have to like hit and run. You can't, it's not good for sustained combat. And they're pretty cheap. Ions are good if you have like 4 of them. They're like 135 mil to upgrade, I think, and they're decent weapons. Wasps are good. They do a lot of damage over time, which it ignores all defense. So you just end up like, I think that MK2 Wasps do something like, I think it's like 36k damage over time, like per clip. So if you have 4 of them, you're doing like over 120,000 damage over time, which ignores all defense. So that would cut right through Titan, like 130 damage, 130k damage directly to the Titan's health. On top of the other like 70,000 damage or 36,000 damage that I just can't remember that the Wasp does on its own with just the bullets. So they pack quite a punch, to be honest. Vortex, I mean, very situational. I can't recommend these. The only reason that I have them leveled up, I have 2 of them at 12 because they used to be like super duper cheap to level, like 30 mil each. Weber I wouldn't really recommend unless you have Power Man and you're using 4 on like a Typhoon or a Leech, then it's decent. Corona I don't know. I wouldn't really recommend that. I would recommend Pulsar for sure. Igniter for sure. Hussar, they're expensive. Like, they do hurt, but like, I don't run them. I have 4 and I don't run them. They're all at level 5. It's one of the weapons that I've never really upgraded. And I like the Dragoons, it's too expensive. Scourge, all of mine are leveled. They were all like 30 mil to level, but it's an extremely strong weapon. Atomizers, if you have 4 on like a Leech or Typhoon, it's good. Otherwise, I wouldn't. Shock Train used to be meta. It used to be absolutely brutal. They're still not bad, but I think that they're pretty expensive, and I mean, you can definitely use them, but they're not that great anymore. Cryos are definitely meta. They're still very useful. Yeah, anything's kind of lame when a Scorpion pops on you. Scorpions tend to do ridiculous amounts of damage, depending on what they have on them. Especially like the sonic weapons, they just do a ton of damage. and it's not repairable unless you have a Demeter with the pilot. Thunder is it used to be meta. It's a good cheap weapon. If you have the shot grouping skill for it for your pilot. I mean, I think it does like 20,000 per blast when it's at MK212 and it's like 30 mil to max it. I can't recommend Trident. Like they used to be good, but a lot of weapons now are 600 meters, and I think this is, oh, it is 600. It just doesn't do enough damage. Like, you can use them, but you won't. You'll probably always get last on the leaderboard. Same with Nashorn. Like, never really been useful. Trebuchet used to be useful. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it. Zeus used to be good. I mean, they're still decent, but your options like a Behemoth or a Fury or maybe a Butch, just not worth it in my opinion. King Day, nope. Ansel, I mean, there's always uses for an Ansel. Avenger, useful. It's had like 3 or 4 or 5 nerfs, and it still does like over 200k when maxed per clip. I think it's like closer to 325k maxed out, but not 100% sure. Zeniths, nope. I don't care. Behemoth, there's never a use for a Zenith. Maybe in like super low level gameplay. Don't even waste your silver or anything on that. Flux, and like I would love if that weapon was good, but it's just not good. Like, unfortunately, it's not very good. Chimera, I mean, Chimera, I don't know how you pronounce that. Like 4 of them on a Behemoth might do something, but I just saw him the other day and I literally laughed and killed the Behemoth and it didn't do anything to me. Did minor damage. The reload time's just too high. Tempest, I mean, they can be good for sure. Yeah, Tempest is pretty decent, especially versus like Ao Ming's Titans that are flying. It's pretty good. Gauss, I mean, it ignores all damage, or yeah, it all ignores all damage resistance. That's what this icon is here. You definitely need the Power Man skill for it. It makes it fire every 6 seconds instead of every 8 seconds for a full charge. And I mean, if you have more than one, if you have like 4 on a Behemoth, it might do like good chunks of damage out of your enemy. I still wouldn't really recommend building one. Not after like the invention of shells and all that stuff. It just makes it a lot less useful. Exodus, it's the Orkin's big brother. Daddy to the Pinata. It does decent damage, but I can't recommend it. Viper. I mean, the damage over time is very nice. It's in the same family as Sting and Wasp. 10-second reload's kind of brutal, and they just nerfed it recently, I think with damage or something like that. But, I mean, Viper can be worth it. They also raised the cost of it to upgrade, so I don't know. Avalanche, I don't know. I wouldn't really recommend it. Glory's decent, especially if you have shot grouping. Yeah. Thermite, nope. Aphid and Vortexes, no. Just, most robots are too quick nowadays, so like you just rarely land a whole shot. And if you do land a shot, you get a chunk of damage, but it's just not that often that you land the shot. I usually laugh when I see people with thermites and vortex and stuff, which is rare. Embers, yes, very good. I'm glad I leveled mine like years ago. Nucleon, solid for sure, especially once you get it to like level 10 or so. Dragoon, yeah, I mean, it's not bad at all. It's a bit expensive though. Um, it doesn't, like, I think it's like two of them do like 125k damage, so it's like 62.5k per 5 shots. And then it's like 3 or 4 seconds like for it to regenerate per shot after that. So you're only doing like 11k per shot. So just do the math and see if it works for you. But the range is nice. I mean, full accuracy at 600 meters, and it's good burst damage. Redeemers are good. Calamity is good. And Glacier are good. For sure. Shell's good, but I don't use mine. Phantom's a good robot. Aojun's a good robot. Aoguang's actually pretty solid. Yeah, I actually tend to do pretty decent with it. 1.3 mil AG. Yeah. That'll go quick once you, like, it's 36 million AG to upgrade this from 9 to 10. Just put that in perspective. You definitely have to save it and spend your AG wisely. 25 mil to get this from 9 to 10. That's kind of why I stop a lot of the upgrades at 9. You just don't need them past 9. Like, anything past 9 is just extra. For like a really high health robot like Fenrir or Tyr, like, yeah, it does benefit you from getting past 9. But like, all these robots are just chilling at 9. Invader's a good robot. Tyr is a good robot. I like it a lot. Don't waste your time with Rhino. Like, Rhino used to be good. Hasn't been good in years. Loki's good for beacons, and yeah, it's good for beacons. Blitz is good. Hover, I wish was better. Here's my Natasha. I used to run it. Like I said, it's really cheap to upgrade. Raven's pretty good. It's like a Griffin upgraded. I wish Butch was good, but I can't recommend it. Jeopard used to be meta. I just have it for nostalgia purposes. Vitaz has never really been good. Regatka is extremely fast with the right pilot skills, but not really viable in high leagues. Griffin used to be meta. A good free robot for sure. Get it up to level 9, call it a day. It's 10 mil to get it from 9 to 10. It's actually cheaper than it used to be. Gareth used to be meta. I can't recommend using it anymore. Stalker. Fusion's barely decent. Can't recommend it. It's a stationary thing, just isn't. It's not good. Doc used to be good. Not anymore. Jesse used to be good. Not anymore. Leo's, I mean, you can use a Leo in Champion League in my opinion. I would honestly max out Leo over Natasha. Like, you have 1.3 mil AG. Consider just getting a Leo. Like, save up for a couple more games and get a Leo. Just some tips for you guys. Alright, boost up. Yeah, this is what I was talking about in my earlier stream, is that there used to be 2-hour and like day boosters and all that sort of stuff. They used to give away honor boosters for free. They used to. I've used most of mine, but I still have 2-hour ones. I just kind of keep them to show people that they're like still a thing, that they were once a thing. Oh man, I didn't choose the right hanger to start out with. I also don't recommend getting more than one hanger. There's just no use for it. I got mine back many years ago when they first came out with more than one hanger. That was before pilots and modules and all that stuff, so it was actually a lot more practical to have more than one hanger. Anymore, it's not. So like, I want to be careful versus that shell there, because if I'm above it and then it explodes, I will like shoot off into the air. This blitz is annoying me. I have to avoid getting over them. They lose a lot of their power. So that guy probably has, the Hulk guy probably has Power Man skills on his weapons. Alright, so it looks like that guy's like from the Stoner clan, I'm not really sure. But hopefully I can get down fast enough. Nope. So that was a perfect example of what I was talking about, where you don't want to be over him when he explodes. That's so funny. I'm not dead. This isn't really practical hanging out here, but it's funny, because I'm still able to shoot this guy over here. Oh, I guess I was down there for too long. Oh, that must be a bug of some sort. It's the little things, you know? So we'll try and push the bridge right now. I think that's best utilization of my robot. I think that this is a blitz. Yep. So it looks like that guy's hawk is still alive. So he can actually do quite a bit of damage to my Fenrir. That guy used a scorpion pretty well. Was able to get behind him and keep going. It's one of the main reasons why you just like have to turn around when there's a scorpion, because it's like they might not even try and shoot you. They'll just use you to get to wherever they want to go, which is good. It's a good use of the skill. Oh man, that guy's Nodens is maxed for sure. It's a good example of the damage over time effect from those Vipers. Just, it's harder to stay alive with them. So I stayed and watched what they were spawning in so I could see how I wanted to counter. Because we're up right now, so there's no rush for me to drop my next robot immediately without thinking. So maybe I'll lock this guy down out in the open, or hit this guy over here. He has no idea what hit him. Get some damage in on that guy. Make him think twice before coming out again. I bet he's annoyed. This guy's annoying too. Because he's good. Sometimes it's just better not to use your ability until you have to. Like, because I haven't used it yet, it allows me to save it for when I really have to use it. Like now. So I'm not really sure how I can get frozen if I have the Kyle Rogers pilot. Because I thought I've prevented any status effects. So if I stay down here, that means that one, I can shoot that guy, and two, that this other guy in his Minos isn't gonna be able to do anything to me. Like, I can just hide out under here, and even if he comes running over here, I can just fly. So essentially, I'm just guarding this beacon. I don't know why I get such a kick out of that. Oh no, stay alive. Stay alive. So a lot of times, it's just like if my team just stays alive, we'll do all right. Oh crap. All right, dude. Gotta like. Oh no. Wow. Demeters are so good. I wish that I had one. Mm, it's frustrating. So it's like that guy's flying over to that beacon now at A. Like, there's like not much that I can even do. Tough. The Reds played well. Did all right. Tear for a swim, yeah. Yep. That's actually like the second time today that I got knocked off once on carrier earlier, and then it was actually both times it was in my tier. And then just now on castle I got knocked off into the water. And it's really funny because I was literally just talking about how you don't want to like be above a shell when they're gonna blast. But I mistimed it. And you guys can also join my Discord. Um, it's linked here on Twitch. I'll have to link it on YouTube. Um, Figure out how to. Well, I'll just go into the settings and post it in my like every chat or whatever. Um, to appear in every video. Hey, there's K-Fud. Now he's gonna know what I'm thinking the whole time. You're gonna waste that tear, bro. My flamers will eat through it. Ah, triple teamed. Nice. Good job taking advantage of that. That's what you look for in like good teammates, is for them to take advantage of situations where it's like he knows them being focused, so he's able to shoot me in the back. It's like perfect. It's literally what you want. So I'm not sure what that uh, what that Raven's running, but he's just like not going anywhere. And it's never a good thing where you can't get out of the spawn. Aw, I was trying to heal you. So like this guy's in a Natasha here, the Jeracat guy. Seems like he's in a lower league. It's just hard to use robots that don't have like a good ability. Robots that have a really good ability they're just really good. But you can definitely use like drones help a lot, pilot skills help a lot. So there's definitely ways to stay competitive if you don't want to spend money. It just requires you to usually sit back in most situations so that you can chill back and really just not be super exposed and all that. So like I'm hoping now that my team doesn't end up overextending. Because I'm doing alright, but I just don't want the rest of my team to all mech out. Sometimes when you're up too early and pushing too hard, like at the 6-minute mark here, it can kind of work against you. Because then later on they just make a huge push, and it won't be the case this game, but good game, K-Fed. Nubs Pay. It's a funny name. You're in my way. So I kind of feel like Cusco from Emperor's New Groove right now. Like whenever I don't capture a beacon at the start of the game, I always feel like I'm just thrown off my groove. Typhoon Shield recharges incredibly fast. Jeez. So hopefully I can get over here. Get credit for another beacon. Alright, so I'm just gonna push this side. Use your ability. Oh, dang it. Guy seems like a decent player. He must have chips that help him not get locked down. I'm pretty sure that I'm even running a lockdown chip. Hey, here's a Mercury. You don't usually see these guys too often. I saved my clip instead of reloading. Huh. I guess I wasn't quite able to. Nice, she died over there. D-hatch. Probably bump me out of the way again with your Minos. So like this Nightingale. Yeah, he's holding this beacon because he was flying. Of course, now that he lands. So I kind of just have to stay in this mode right now and take this beating. Glacier AJ is a really powerful build when its clip is full and when it's in its ability. So like my teammate's standing there, but he wasn't turning the beacon. I don't even think that he's aware of it. I recommend to anybody who wants to be good at this game, figure out what beacons coincide with their letters at the top. Because when you figure out whether or not you're capturing a beacon, like, it makes a big difference. Get this noodles over here. I can see why people like Hawk so much. I mean, very fragile robot, don't be mistaken, but it does like ridiculous damage to Titan. I used to run an Alming, and it was made way less viable especially because it was not maxed. So because it wasn't maxed, it has a hard time keeping up with the maxed hawks and all that. Oh no. So another example of how Typhoon can change the tide of battle, because he suppressed me, locked me down, and made it so I couldn't heal that Minos. Jeez. Luckily that guy wasn't paying attention. He was too concerned with the regular robot. So I'm gonna stand on here no matter how hard this guy hits me, which probably won't be too hard, judging by his weapons. So now I'm gonna try and get over here. Alright, so now we just gotta get these guys. He knows that he can't capture a beacon that I'm on. He's trying really hard to avoid me. Let's show him why he should. Well, he did alright. I mean, he should be on a beacon right now, but he tried. I don't know if we can squad together. Yeah, good game, K-Fed, for sure. I don't know if we can squad together level Mix J. I've never successfully squatted with anybody from iOS. I wish that, yeah, I wish that, we were able to cross platforms and cross clan and, really interact with each other on the game. Even view each other's profile at least. When Pixonic asks you for feedback, you should give them that feedback. They'll tell you that they're working on it, but it helps them to hear it from many players. Hey, I want to squad with Android or PC or whatever the platform is. This Thorius guy is pretty good. So it looks like this match could be over fairly quickly. Just judging by how none of them are even over here at A. Circle around and put pressure on their home beacon. I'm sure they're still contesting C. Thorius might teleport behind Dark Passenger there, I'm not sure. I Like I said, it's easy when you know that they're coming for you. Scorpion's biggest advantage is for you not to know. I cannot recommend for you guys to use Aoquinn. It just doesn't seem like that good of a robot in my opinion. So you usually just want to stay with your teammates, try and heal them, help them out as much as possible. That guy has a Vortex. He died before it even landed its shot. I cannot recommend Vortex or any of those type of weapons. I even was able to hit that behemoth over there. You'd think that Ravana there with Havocs would have easily had this Scorpion. Apparently not. He knows he's dead. I always recommend like finishing off a weapon like that, like I just pressed 2. For my BlueStacks controls, I assigned it that so I could fire the top weapon independently of the bottom weapons. It just allows me to always stay reloaded. It's like my biggest recommendation to anybody is just reload your weapons before each encounter. Like, at least you have the potential to do more damage. Like empty weapon clip, like you'll never be able to do damage, so it's always something that I recommend. These guys are doing pretty decent. We're not really rolling over them at all. I'm not sure if my team realizes that. So I messed up there. I didn't stay fully reloaded. I didn't empty my clip before I jumped up, so... oh my goodness. I want to say that my game's lagging a bit here. It's like there's too much going on the screen at once. What the heck? I don't know if you guys can see that. It's definitely not remastered right now. It's even like shaking when I walk. No excuses, that's just... I don't know if it's lag or what. But it makes it a little bit hard to play when everything's just shaking like that. Come on. Jeez. This is difficult right now. Intense. I did alright. It's cool, this guy has like a coffin. 2 swords. Good game though. That's what happens. You can be up at the beginning, but that doesn't matter. It ain't over till it's over. Thanks, Speedy Alex. I hope that I have a couple skills after 6 years, for sure. I definitely enjoy this game, despite the lag and everything else. It's almost like a little bit more intense on the PC, because I'm so used to being able to just like turn my screen with my fingers. Like here I have to remember which button to press when there's like a bunch of buttons in front of you. I still haven't quite gotten all that stuff down. A lot of players just aren't that active anymore. But we have a good group of guys. Most of them have been there a very long time. Oh, so like right now I'd hope I get some gold. More often than not nowadays, the prize is like obviously it's very random, but it seems like the prize is where it initially is. So if you're opening chests, you can kind of take the gamble on where the prize was originally. But it's also designed to make you think like that, so I definitely don't advise to spend a bunch of money thinking that, oh, I almost got the prize last time, because it's kind of what they do. It's gambling. That's literally what it is. It makes you think that you almost got it, so if I just spend money, or if I just play more, or next time, like, if they want you to have it, you'll have it. Otherwise, you only win what Pixonic wants you to win. That's what I always tell people. So like certain times, like with this pilot, I've probably re-rolled this skill maybe like 5 or 7 times. I think it's only like 150 gold to re-roll, which is cheap compared to so it's only 100. It's pretty cheap compared to, let's say, be like 500 gold there per roll. So adamant mechanic's pretty good. I was considering replacing my Survivor Hades skill just because it lowers my speed by so much. Speed's really valuable in this game, but it says 5% more damage, especially on top of Adrian Chong's skill, which is 5% damage, and then I rolled this skill for 2.5%, so it has like 12%, 12.5% like more um, base damage, and then another 50% damage added to that once the overdrives kick in at 60%. No, it doesn't tell you. Yeah, so if you have one overdrive, it kicks in at 50%. Two overdrives kick in at 60%. And three overdrives kick in at 70 or 75%, which is pretty decent. I find that one overdrive is useful on robots that like the Fenrir or the Tyr. Put it on them. Just because they can typically stay alive long enough to actually make use of the skill, or of the module, once it kicks in. Hades is nice because it has its built-in shield. So every 12 seconds I can pop that up, which is perfect. Like, this is the best overall like robot, like, defending, attacking. I don't know. It plays so many roles. It has good hard points too. It's equivalent to 2 heavy weapon slots. Tyr is extremely good, also good hard points, like quite a bit of damage, like a very good amount of damage. 2 lights are pretty much equal to a heavy, so it has the same firepower as Fenrir. 3 medium slots are extremely good. Like, this pilot's really cool. 25 defense points, like, all the time. So, like, for instance, it would get, I think it's 20% damage reduction for 25 points, if I'm not mistaken, from the chart that I saw a couple years ago. And then 50 defense points. So yeah, it's like half of that, but it's 20% instead of 33. Typhoon's Game Changer. I got lucky and won this 1 or 2 events ago from the event chest. It's a very fun robot. I'm not using it right now because I have my Haichi in to try and get this Icarus task done. I think that there's a couple more tasks, but I missed a few days for this event chain, so I might not complete it. No worries. I don't have enough silver to just upgrade a bunch of things. I'm saving it. Hopefully get this Fenrir up 12 or MK24 at least. Maybe level the Hawk up. I'm not sure. Yeah, I really like Tears. If you couldn't tell, I have another 2, I think, in my storage. Yeah, at least 3 days between gaming systems. Maybe one day. Yeah, even just from like the start of today till now, I feel a lot more confident and comfortable with the keys. It's almost like second nature, just like being programmed into your head, like repeated over and over and over. Like if we applied the same sort of technology and stuff like this to like learning in schools, kids would learn so easily. Like you integrate it to a game where they have to, you know, do an equation or like prove whatever theory or like whatever it is that you want them to learn, spelling or whatever. You have them do a couple before, and then if they get them right, then they can go on and play their game, or they get whatever reward, like currency, that can be used to upgrading their robot, stuff like that. Um, yeah, repetition's key for sure. And when you put it into a game, it just becomes even easier because usually you actually enjoy it when you're doing it, and when you enjoy things that you're doing, you tend to do a lot better with them. But I'm gonna go grab some more water, and I'll be back in like 5 minutes again. Yeah, I'm running with no weapons. So that's how fast it runs. This is at level 9. So unless you have Roadhog on it, would definitely make it a lot faster. I think it goes up to like either 12 or 18. But this pilot is like 30 faster. So it definitely makes the shell a lot more viable. The shell's already at 203,000 health, and it's just level 9. Like, I don't have any modules or pilot skills. I can see why so many people use shells. So yeah, I mean, like I said yesterday, if you're gonna open any of the chests towards the super chest, just do the 1k, 1000 key chests, 1k chests. That's all you need. I'll definitely consider leveling up the shell soon. Roblox is back now. Whoa. So the game just crashed? Not really too sure why it does that. versus 6.